Welcome back to the Mel K Show. Thank you for joining me. I'm very excited. As you know, mine and Rob's doctor is back with us today.
Yeah, you want to establish a relationship, first of all, kind of attend one of our free webinars once a month, second Tuesday of the month, 6:30 p.m. Central.
Right.
And that allows a person to actually get into our system, schedule an appointment, schedule a consult. And then once we have that established, it's pretty seamless at that point. We establish that relationship based upon trustworthiness, partnership in our health, so to speak. Need stuff, we just deal with it. We're licensed in multiple states across the country, and a lot of our clientele, thank you to COVID, that's one blessing that came out. It expanded across the country, and that's fine. And so we can help people out and just partner with them to achieve their best health. Well, monkeypox certainly is contagious, but it's transferred via male-to-male sex. So the key point to avoid, I'm not being funny with this, is
I know.
Men.
CDC said it too, and I don't trust them, but they're saying it.
Men don't have sex with men. I mean, that's a pretty simple process. And obviously, if males, not judging, if you are infected out there and you have sores come up around the anus area, get checked out, make sure that you don't have that, you're not infectious, because those sores, if they get a little bit full of pus, they can begin to ooze, and that becomes infectious as those bodily fluids transfer from one to the other. But obviously, it's something that I do not see as an emergency under normal circumstances, but we are living in anything but normal circumstances right now. Yeah, exactly. Separation builds anxiety. Anxiety contributes to fear, and fear detracts from the immune system's ability to fight. I tell people to have on hand and be taking the following: vitamin D with vitamin K. I like about 5,000 IUs and about 200 micrograms respectively. That's daily. I like omega-3s. People need to be taking about 3 grams of that, predominantly a 3-to-2 ratio of EPA over DHA. I like a wonderful multivitamin, multi-mineral. I think everybody should be taking that one. The one I'm personally taking right now is called MitoCore. Love it a lot. We have it at the clinic. And then I like vitamin C, 500 milligrams twice a day. And it sounds basic, but most people don't do the basic things, Mel. They just kind of react until it's... And then if you do get a little bit sick or under the weather, or get infected by something, you can take those things and just kind of bump them up, maybe double them up for a week or two, and you should be fine.
Oh, great.
Well, the dangers of some of those Red Bulls energy drinks are profound. Yeah. There are dozens of deaths every year with cardiac issues because there's so much caffeine in there and so much other things in there. The Kingdom Energy and the Kingdom Energy Extreme, I have them every day. But they come in 2 flavors, berry and citrus. They're both fine. They're both awesome. They're both effervescent, meaning they got a little fizz to them. They have methylated B vitamins, and that's very important to understand. That style of B vitamins is very absorbable and highly assimilable in the body. And then secondly, it has a ton of electrolytes too. We all know that, calcium, sodium, things of that nature, potassium are electrolytes that we need to have, chloride. And those need to be in balance because we're sweating a lot. It has ATP, which is actual energy created inside of the mitochondria. So we put ATP in there. And then finally, it's interesting because it has a tiny bit of what's called pterostilbene caffeine. Now, this is an interesting caffeine, Mel, because it has 95 milligrams only. People think, well, that's a lot. No, it's not a lot. If you were to look at this as straight caffeine, it'd be about a quarter cup of coffee, right?
Right.
But this does not stimulate the body. This stimulates the mind. So it's more of a mind stimulation. It doesn't make you jittery, and it will not elevate blood pressure like typical energy drinks will. This is one that everybody can use, everybody should use, and really you're not limited to 1 serving a day. Well, first of all, these little weight loss drugs, they actually are called GLP-1 agonists. And the peptide GLP-1, which stands for glucagon-like peptide 1, is a peptide that's secreted from the upper end of the small intestine when food enters that area. It's designed to send a signal back to the brain, Mel, that says, hey, I've got plenty of food down here, I'm full, so your appetite then goes down. Keep in mind that the stomach is the size of a fist, not a football. And so most people eat too fast and too much, and it takes about 20 minutes, generally speaking, for that signal to get wound up and get sent back northward to the brain. Now, we know how fast we eat today. We also know how stressed we are. So typically we eat multiple servings of food in 20 minutes. And then we have that feeling that we say to other people, gee, Mel, I think I ate too much. And so what these drugs do, Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, semaglutide, as a general rule, is they speed up the signal of the GLP-1 back to the brain, thereby preventing overeating. Now, they come in various strengths. Now, this is where it gets a little bit fuzzy out there because there's going to be knockoffs out there. You know that. If you get into the big pharma, they're going to try to overprice you to where they're going to make as much money as possible. But there's tricks to this game, and I'm going to teach everybody those tricks right now.
Great.
It's important.
Great.
There's going to be, you can get a compounded semaglutide, and if used properly under proper context and proper monitoring, these can be game changers. However, if you use them to lose weight, I encourage people to not do that because losing weight as a target is not healthy. It's not. You want to focus on body composition, maintaining as much muscle as possible, losing as much fat as possible, and maintaining a high nutrient density in your body. So it's not about eating calories. We don't live on calories, we live on nutrients. And so I tell people, make sure you get good nutrition in. And if you get good nutrition in and the semaglutide is used properly, you will actually see a decrease in appetite, a decrease in overabundance of overeating, and you'll see your weight change. Now, if you don't do it like that, just use it to lose weight, I see people's hair get thin a lot. They begin to get very, very sick. They become sarcopenic. In other words, they lose muscle and gain fat. And I've used it myself. My wife has used it. We can actually, fascinating little tidbit, you can use it every couple of weeks under our age management philosophy to create these little intermittent bouts of fasting, which can instill a little bit of age mitigation processes at the cell level. So little unique nuances of the usage, and we've used those a lot, but we actually compound our own.
Yes.
Yeah, it's typically a once a week subcutaneous injection using an insulin needle. And ours is compounded at a very high dose, meaning has a high amount of milligrams per milliliter, which gives us the ability to use less to create more function and work. And really, it's less is more, and everybody's unique. Mel, I've seen people get nauseous when they take it too much too fast, but I've also learned that everybody's different in the way they process it. So you have to really start low with everyone, and you kind of work your way up over time. And we never start anybody out with a full dose. We typically work that up to about 4 weeks, and then we get up to whatever a full dose is for them. So it's very personalized. And honestly, we haven't had any bad effects of it. We've had great positive effects, and you know, that's good. I'm really pleased with the results right now. Well, yeah, people can reach out to us at sherwood.tv/Mel K, of course, you know, and I want to know where you came from because it's important to us because I know your audience and know what they've been exposed to, the truth they've been able to absorb. And we wanted to give them some hope. That's why I got my little hope shirt on today. I like it. You see this, right? And so we got hope shirts, hope hats, and we do events. We have the next one coming up actually on September 27th. It's in Tulsa. But we're going to focus on that event as the strategies that we learned to age younger, older. And that's a little bit of a brain twister. So, you know, people can connect with us on the webinar, but, you know, it's fine. I mean, we just want to help people be a blessing. They can subscribe to our newsletters and stuff like that. It's a good thing. There's a bunch of free stuff we give away. Don't forget our brand new flagship product spinoff that we've created. We've got Kingdom Fuel, but out of Kingdom Fuel, we now have Kingdom Crunch, which is outstanding cereals, peanut butter and acai bowl. And I can't wait for you and Rob to try those.